News time on KCIM means we check back in with Nathan Cones.
Thank you very much, John, and good morning, everyone. Concerns are being raised by Jefferson residents worried about the development of the Multicultural Family Resource Center. That's an initiative being led by the Greene County Development Corporation. Citizens have been attending Jefferson City Council meetings as well as Greene County Board of Supervisors meeting to address their concerns and get their questions answered. Margaret Sidoris, one of the people voicing her worries at these meetings, says she and others feel as though their points are falling on deaf ears.
To me, it's the uncertainty that they have no idea who these people will be, whether they are legal, whether or not they're criminals, whether or not they have some type of medical condition, or whether or not they have any job skills. They were supposedly going to help out with workforce numbers, but there is no guarantee that we'll be able to fill any of those vacancies. And if they're not able to contribute, they will be a strain on our system where our taxpayers are already at a high level of tax.
Sidora says it's not just the Multicultural Family Resource Center that is raising concerns.
It's the Immigrant Resettlement Project pushed by People's Trust and Savings Bank, GCDC, which is Greene County Development Corp's push for 2 new housing projects that would be up to 250 apartments on top of 8 single-family homes and 3 new fourplexes that are already in progress. A middle school conversion project by a developer from Carroll is supposedly converting the middle school into 13 luxury apartments, where the gym would be more valuable than 13 more luxury apartments.
Sidora says with a population of 4,100 and only 65 job postings, she says this seems like a disproportionate response and that GCDC's goals for housing have overshadowed the need for jobs in the community.
They want to bring in over 250 units. Both are in floodplain areas, light industrial zoning, and would basically segregate them from the rest of the population. One is 600 feet from the railroad tracks and near the overpass. And then the third-party study that was done was full of discrepancies in regards to the numbers the counties used even for their comparables. During their presentation, they commented that they contacted all the local landlords, which was not correct.
According to Sidoris, the Wild Rose Casino and Hotel, as well as Homestay Bank, have been the Resource Center's largest supporters, pledging $15,000 to the organization. She says this push comes from a federal bill known as the Community Reinvestment Act.
What we feel is the Federal Reserve had put out the Community Reinvestment Act, or referred to as the CRA, where the banks are trying to push immigration into their county to meet some quota. We feel that is one of the main reasons why they're trying to push this along. And it would be at the back of the taxpayers versus them taking on. There's other ways to try and get people in your community other than this.
Sidoris and other concerned residents of Jefferson have received some backlash from voicing their objections. She says at the last city council meeting, the mayor told one person to quit barking at a representative from GCDC when asking a question and gave a reply of, "Is it left?" when Sidoris asked if it was right.
They view me as the housing projects as being my competition, which has nothing to do with this. I feel that the people that are pushing this have no skin in the game. I am in this because I am a resident of Jefferson, and my kids, my grandkids are in these communities, and theirs are not for the most part. And that's why we are fighting this. It's not for the short-term gain that they think that they might have. It's the long-term that we're in for this.
The project will be on the agenda at the Jefferson City Council's meeting coming up February 13th, starting at 5:30 p.m., and that meeting will be held on the second floor at City Hall for those interested in attending. Viewers can also tune into the live stream of the City of Jefferson's Facebook page, where you can watch that there from home. Looking elsewhere, Senator Chuck Grassley is leading an effort to investigate an anti-Catholic memo prepared by analysts in the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Richmond, Virginia field office. Grassley, alongside 15 other Republican senators, is urging FBI Director Christopher Wray to address discrepancies surrounding the memo and the deletion of related files. The senators are particularly concerned about revelations that high-ranking FBI officials instructed analysts to permanently erase files linked to the internal memo, which threatens to impede the FBI's internal investigation, as well as obstruct congressional oversight. Additionally, the letter questions the accuracy of Wray's testimony regarding the memo, highlighting conflicts with subsequent information provided to Grassley in the House Judiciary Committee. The FBI's claim that the memo was a single product Product originating from a lone field office contradicts evidence confirming contributions from multiple offices, as well as the preparation of a second anti-Catholic memo for broader distribution within the FBI. Grassley criticized the FBI's response, saying it's unfathomable the agency's response has been to cut corners, dodge questions, and stiff-arm Congress. The senators are demanding a comprehensive review, transparency, and accountability in addressing the controversy. You can find a link to Senator Grassley and the senator's full letter with this story on our website. That is going to be wrapping up your KCIM 7 o'clock news. I'm Nathan Cohns reporting.
Appreciate the update, Nathan. Thank you so much for that. Weather, we're going to talk about a spectacular week. We are in February, where we can see low temperatures of 20 below zero. But we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing almost record highs these days. We'll talk about it coming up in moments. You're not going to want to miss the details.